I believe over the last 2 days, probably the most important message that we have talked about together, both of us, is that we all treat patients the same way. The similarities in the things that we do in our practice are very much congruent with what we do in the U.S. and what we do here. The message that I hope that they gained was that it's not about dentistry, it is about people. And taking them through and really doing a consult is something that they can really help their doctor with, is to gather that information and becoming very close with the patient in that appointment. It helps them throughout the whole process of whatever appointments that come after that, whether it would be our records gathering, what we would call a consult in the U.S., presenting treatment. When we talked about presenting treatment, I think that was an eye-opener to the aspect of, they never really knew the role that they were supposed to play in presenting the treatment, and having them understand that patients are going to ask them, should they do this? Is this the right treatment to do? And really just following the patient throughout all these appointments, being there during the prep appointment, the delivery, and another appointment at the end where we really just finalize everything, making sure everything feels good, looks good, and the role that photography plays. I think that was probably the biggest impact, if you would ask, over the last day and a half with the 3 classes that we had, was the photography. For me, it was an understanding and worrying of products and similarities. Coming here and worried, do we use a lot of different products that you use here? What was refreshing and great to know is that we do use a lot of the same products that may just have a different name by that manufacturer. So it made it really easy for me to be able to talk to them about the clinical procedures and why I like the products that I like and what we found works well. What really made me smile was some of the products that we talked about, especially a crown, a pro-tip crown from 3M, where some of the assistants had tried it and really never used it again. And it's the same thing that happened in the States. And so now just showing different applications of how to use it and using it correctly, I think that is really important, because when we read, sometimes even the directions are not specific to that product. And so what was really great about yesterday and today is everything that we went over, we will be able to have videos that they can go back and reflect on and look at the presentation, and they have it. I showed them a website. We also will put it on your website. So everything that they saw yesterday and today, they can go back and share that with their dentist. And it really will help them to become a better team. I think probably the biggest difference is letting the nurses know that they can play as big of a role as they want to play. So many assistants, and that is similar in the U.S., is they feel that their opinion isn't valued. It is. And I think sometimes we blame the dentist, or we think the dentist doesn't want us to speak or talk about these things or learn more. And you really do. It's just sometimes we don't really know what and how much you will allow us to do. And to let them know and continue to grow and to take courses. And I told them, I said, don't just take courses from assistants, take courses from dentists, and pick and choose what fits your practice. Because the things that I'm doing in my practice, regardless if I'm in the US, I'm in Sweden, I'm in the UK, I'm in London, wherever we are, I still pick and choose what I like and what I want to do. But I tell assistants all the time, you have the ability to be and your profession to grow as much as you allow yourself to grow, and let your dentist know, I want to do more. Sitting last night and talking to a few of the dentists, and even this morning, they said, we would love for our assistants to do that, or I want my assistant to do that. And I think sometimes we just assume that they don't want us to. So taking these clinical applications back to your practice and saying, now I've taken these courses, I can do this. Let me have the camera now, or let me make the provisional now. let me show you what I've learned, it's really been a great and refreshing end to our courses today, and just having them to tell me what it is that they want the next time. You know, what is it that they're looking for? What do they want to do? And it was really nice. I told them not to be shy, to come up and talk to me, because you know, I'm an assistant just like them, and I think that has really added a lot of friendship. And they've already some people Facebooked me last night, and so I'm very excited to continue this relationship, and thank you for having me here.